Hey guys, my name's Anna. My best friend Aisha told me I needed to start a video blog. I laughed at her. Now I'm doing it. Oops. my older sister Kirsten also told me that I should do a hair tutorial video blog, and so this is just kind of a mashup of everything. Um, but a little bit about me since this is the first official video. Um, I am 22. I attend Wright State University here in Dayton, Ohio. I actually just started class today, so I'm a super senior semester day one. That's also kind of what I'm tying into my little video blog because it's mine and I'm allowed to do what I want. Still have my sunglasses on top of my head, just got back. So that's a little bit about me. I am studying middle child education, which, if you don't know what that is, it's teaching grades 4 through 9. Honestly, I don't want to pursue that after I graduate. I graduate here in December, so I'm super excited. It's August right now, so yay. I don't want to pursue that. I want to pursue something called student affairs, which is essentially working on a college campus as anything but a professor. So like admissions, housing, dining, athletics, things like that. Personally, I have been a tour guide at Wright State for going on 3 years now. So I want to be the person who heads up a tour program at the college of my choice. So that is what I'm actually doing. Also to that job, I work 3 other jobs. I work at Joann Fabrics at the cutting counter as well as the cashier. So I kind of do whatever they need me to do. I also work at Steak and Shake as a waitress, as well as I'm an independent business owner through the Amway Corporation. If you want to know more about that, that's going to be a video vlog, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a vlog later on sometime. We'll talk about it, but just kind of know that's what I do. About me personally, I have 2 sisters. I have an older sister named Kirsten. You heard me mention her earlier. She is 24. She lives about 2 hours away from me, so I don't get to see her often. I also have a little sister. She's still in high school. She is just about 18. She's a senior in high school, so terrifying. But she also lives 2 hours away too. They're not in the same city. They just live closer to each other than I live to them. I went away for college. I did not want to stay near home, so I am 2 hours away from family. I'm also 2 hours away from any friends too, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. About my parents are divorced. They were not always divorced. They got divorced when I was a sophomore in college. So we'll talk about that later on too, because I can. It's my vlog. Me personally, I love pizza. I can eat pizza any day of the week. I wish I had some right now because I'm actually hungry, but I love pizza. I collect a lot of things. You can kind of see my scarves and sunglasses over there. I collect scarves and sunglasses. A little bit of a freak. I did actually sell half of my scarf collection, so I don't have as much as I used to. Reason why I sold it is to pay for bills. Living on your own is kind of expensive, so I sold half of my scarf collection. I also used to own a lot of movies. I used to own like close to 200 movies within like a 4-year time period is when I bought them, so that was a lot in my opinion. I also sold half of those for bills as well, so kind of got to do what you got to do to pay the rent. I am not a very trendy person. The fact that I'm like, woo, dressed up and looking pretty is because I had school today. I don't even do that normally for school. It just happened to be the first day. I have a cat. His name is Monkey. Right now he's actually meowing outside my door because I won't let him in. He's kind of a handful. He likes to attack anything and everything, which is really frustrating, especially when you're trying to do stuff and he's just like, hi, what's up? So I yell at him a lot, but that's okay because he still loves me. I do live with a roommate. Her name is Caitlin. I can't wait. She gets out of class in about an hour, so she'll be home soon. Caitlin and I met my freshman year. She didn't live with me freshman year, but she was someone I met on my floor freshman year. So I did meet her then. What else should I tell you guys? What else do you want to know? I love to cook. Oh my goodness. I love to bake. I love to grill. I love to cook. Just give me a recipe and I can make it. Heck, I don't even need a recipe. Give me food and I can make it, okay? I love it. One of my dreams in life is to actually own my own cake shop. I want to call it Tipsy Cakes. Do not steal my name, please. For all you listeners out there, please don't. I want to call it Tipsy Cakes, mainly because we have a place here in Dayton called Pinos and Palettes where you actually get to paint pictures and drink wine. And so not only do I want to be like a full functioning bake shop that actually sells stuff during the day, but at night I want to do baking classes where you can either A, drink wine and bake, or drink some type of alcoholic beverage and bake, or B, use the alcoholic beverage in your treat that you're baking. So I want to do both. Family friendly would be one, and then adult friendly would be the other. So I want to do that. Personally, my mom and I have always wanted to open up like a bake shop together. So I want to do that, not necessarily with her. Not that I, would be sad if she did it with me, but I would love to do it on my own. I'm a very independent person, I guess you can say, that I want to succeed on my own. Um, Personal life, I am single. Stop. I'm single. I have had a few serious relationships in the past, but they have not worked out, so that's okay. No big deal to me. Um, what else can I tell you? This quote on my wall right behind me, I know it's backwards on the screen. It's actually one of my favorite quotes. It says, "The world will move out of the way for someone who knows what they want and are willing to do the work." Personally, that's how I live my life. I am a hard worker and I do whatever I can to not only pay bills but to sustain myself without having to ask for help. One of the things I want to do as a graduation present to myself when I graduate college is actually go visit my really good friend Nielsen in Brazil. And so that's why I have my Steak and Shake job, because all of my tips, not necessarily my paycheck, but all my tips are going to pay for that. And I want to go next July. So I'm really super excited. He and I, he was a foreign exchange student my senior year of high school, which is just about 5 years ago now, which is really sad. But he was only here for about 6 months, but he was my best friend during the last three. And the day that he left for the airport is the day that he asked me to go with him to the airport, and I actually couldn't. I had orientation at Wright State, go figure, so I was very upset. And he's never been to Cedar Point, which is one of my personal favorites. If you haven't heard of Cedar Point, go check it out. But it's a giant amusement park, and he couldn't go with me when I planned the entire trip for him to go because he was stuck in North Carolina. He couldn't get a flight. So I cannot wait to see him and go experience everything his culture has. He does speak Portuguese, so kind of cute that he has an accent. He, yeah, that's pretty much it. As for like my social life, I'm kind of just a normal person. I'm 22, so occasionally I like to go out with friends, have a drink or two. Um, I work more often than not. I typically go to class, go to work, come home, go to bed type of thing. So I'm hoping to have more of a social life now. But yeah, that's kind of it for day one. This is day one of my vlog as well as day one of my super senior year because I'm a 5th year senior, which is okay. Um, but this is kind of just my introduction video of who I am and why I'm doing this. If I didn't touch on why I'm doing this, besides that everyone else asked me to do it, this is kind of like my own personal form of therapy. I talk to myself anyways, why not talk to a computer screen? And maybe you guys will listen, maybe not, no big deal. But I have a vision of helping people in just certain aspects of their life. A lot of what I'm going to talk about probably has to deal a lot with college, but that's okay, because personally, college is really super important to me, not just for going, but for figuring out who you are. Honestly, if you would have told me as a freshman that I would be doing this, making a video to go up on YouTube, I would just stare at you like, no, nope, that's not happening. So I've changed a lot since freshman year. You'll get to hear some, lovely stories from me of high school and whatnot, but this is kind of just introduction. So while I'm doing this, I want, to help people. I want to kind of give them tips and tricks and whatnot. Also, I know it doesn't look like much because my hair is straight today, but I love doing hair. I'll tell you that story a little bit later, but I love doing hair. My older sister was like, "You should start a hair vlog," and I'm like, "No." And so I'm kind of doing it anyway. So different days are different things. Plus, I kind of want to do this as my own personal like video journal for my last semester of undergrad. Before I start college. College being grad school. Before I move on to the real world. So that's kind of day one. Introduction video. I'll probably do another one honestly right after this. I just wanted to kind of put this out there as an introduction type of thing. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me, whether it's in comments, shoot me an email. I think it shows you my email up there. I'm not really sure. Shoot me a message, something like that. I don't know how to work YouTube, so this is going to even be fun trying to put this up here. If it makes it up there, I figured it out. Also, if you want me to talk about a specific topic, feel free to, send in your requests and things like that. So, yeah, it's kind of ended video one. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in the second video, but ended video one. So, hope you guys have a great day, and I hope somebody actually watches this. So, bye!